I had to go ahead and start recording even without my microphone hooked up. I'm on this apartment complex where the people were concerned. They don't want to, use their insurance if it's not justified. And from the road, it looked pretty bad. Now that I'm up here, I'm like, if there was ever a time when insurance is rightfully called in for a claim, it would be this. And you can see the in-house staff attempted to, they did what they could so that there wasn't neglect. So they attempted to do fixes and patches, but you can see it's completely unrepairable, because anywhere where they tried, and they did a good job, but those shingles just never seal again. But forget that, just on the straight, wind has lifted, creased, and failed a shingle tab or blown it off. We got it. So I'm about to do those in those buildings. The same company owns all of them. They've been trying to maintain them. Looks like that one building there, they did the new shingle roof on. Otherwise, everything is destroyed. And they paid retail for that. And my initial visit here was because they had contacted us, because they know a couple of the roofs are bad, and they're going to go ahead and pay, a retail contract for us to do 2 to 4 of the buildings. And when me and Nick came out here, we saw from the ground, and we're like, well, you definitely want to try to see if you have a claim here. And they do. There's also, it's 3/8 plywood on 2-foot on center rafters. So I don't know if you can hear that, but when I'm walking, it's like walking on potato chips, because that 3/8 plywood was a bad lot that came out when they built a lot of Waldorf. And there's a lot of data about those big shipments of plywood that came out during the mid-'80s when these were built. But not just that, you're out of code, and you're on that 2-foot on center. So even if the plywood was good 3/8 plywood, you're still spanning too far. IRC code doesn't allow 3/8 plywood with the beams or rafters being 2 foot apart. So we'll turn in IRC code on this to get the shingles approved. Andrew's here. To get the shingles approved and all of the plywood.